I can't handle this, y'all. This is crazy, yo. I didn't think this was about to affect me like this. But, our neighbor school, y'all know I work at a school. Fuck. Our neighboring school, I think it's Gratas, I don't know how to say it. It's Gratas or something like that. They were having their graduation. And there's helicopters in the sky. Most of these schools are... Fuck, yo. Most of these schools are predominantly Hispanic. Most of these schools are predominantly Hispanic. Gratas, I believe elementary, was having their graduation. And all of a sudden, a bunch of parents have to run out because ISIS is there. This is the story that I'm hearing. And, you know, our school goes on lockdown. Our principal, you know, tells us it's a drill, but we know it's not a drill. And, you know, I had to come outside. It's my break. We kind of got like off of a soft lockdown. And, you know, parents had to run out because they don't have papers. And they had to leave their kids because the kids do. What type of shit is this, yo? And then kids are freaking grabbing teachers and crying on their leg because they don't know if they're about to see their parents when they get home. What the fuck is this? Like, we voted for this shit? That 15 people just got picked up on Wilshire at the Home Depot? On Wilshire. Yo. Man, oh my God. This is not right. This is not right, yo.
This is downtown Los Angeles, outside of a Home Depot in Paramount, California. It's not some war-torn country across the globe. It's not some faraway land. It's right here in America. Citizens fighting against unnamed, masked, plainclothes agents, calling themselves ICE. These are tanks and other armored vehicles being brought into Washington, D.C. by way of train for a military parade that's going to be hosted by our president. Military parades in the Capitol and open warfare in the streets. These are the scenes that you watched on TV from the comfort of your home happening in faraway lands as we decry their leaders as dictators and authoritarians. As we scream, that is a country that needs a dose of democracy and the freedom eagle from America to fly in and save them. But that description now is not a scene on your TV. That country is not across the ocean. That country is not some concept. It's not people that don't look like you or sound like you or speak your language or pray to your God. It's us. It's America. Throughout history, when democracies have fallen and empires have collapsed, the people did not know when exactly it happened until it was too late. Listen to me. America has fallen. I don't know what happens next. But if you're still thinking that maybe America will survive Trump and his regime, it already hasn't.
Woo! Go USA. I am so happy that ICE is finally coming to our city, Los Angeles. Raids going down today. Let's talk about that. I'm excited. Woo! Go home. It went down today. In downtown Los Angeles. ICE finally came here. I wish I wasn't at work and I was there so I can buy ICE lunch after. I am so glad you're coming here. We had some punk protesters trying to protest it. Useless, weak. You will not and cannot stop ICE, or you'll go to jail for obstruction. There were people getting run over by cars. There was tear gas to people protesting, which is obstructing ICE, federal government officers, from doing what America voted for, doing what we voted for to do. And the only protesters I seen out there were other immigrants and brown people and Latinos, no other race, no other people. And it was really bad when they start waving Mexican flags around. That don't help you. You're not going to stop anybody. Jumping in front of a car, ICE, federal agent, from this country right here. You can't stop it. You won't stop it. And it's useless. It's already going down. You're wasting your time. Brown is the only couple of people out there. And I really want to get it straight as an LA native. I want to let y'all know. The media is lying, talking about we're standing up for immigrants. Correct myself. The media is lying, telling you that my city is standing up for illegal immigrants. Only illegal immigrants are standing up for illegal immigrants here. The people of this city, all the people, we do not stand up for illegal immigrants, and we're happy. First of all, we're turning red. We're not a democratic. We don't protect illegal immigrants here. So don't put that false statement on Los Angeles natives like us. We don't protect illegal aliens here. We don't like them. We want them gone. So don't let the media lie to you talking about, oh, we're standing up in our city of Los Angeles for illegal immigrants, because we're not. We're not. And I'm going to tell you how you can tell and how I know. Because it just happened down the street. And guess what? Nobody else in Los Angeles was there. None of us were there. It was only other illegal immigrants or families of illegal immigrants. So with that being said, protecting residents. You're not a fucking resident here. Protecting our community. You ain't from our community, you motherfucker. You from another country, Mexico, Guatemala, El Salvador, Venezuela. You are not fucking American. You are not from our city, and we do not protect you. We don't give a fuck. Get all y'all the fuck out of here. The ice rays are just getting warmed up. We don't care about y'all motherfuckers. And I'm keeping it real. I'm speaking with a little bit hardcore language right now because y'all motherfuckers need to hear it. Los Angeles City does not support that. That's these fake ass, punk ass politicians making you think we do. But call some people in LA that ain't illegal and ask them if we support them motherfuckers. We don't want them in Los Angeles. Get the fuck out of our country and our city. Look, we got the 2028 Olympics coming here. We don't want your punk ass on the corner selling illegal health hazard tortillas, making tax-free dollars. You need to go back to your country. And all the Americans here are looking at this all over the world on TV, raids in LA today, trying to make it seem like in the press that our city is standing up and fighting against them. The people you've seen on the news in a LA raids today are only other illegal immigrants' families. That's all. Because they're lawbreakers, and the only reason they're supporting them is because it's their family that came here illegally, but they still broke the law. And guess what? You didn't stop one ICE detainment, arrest, deportation. You didn't stop not one person from going. Not one. And you won't. You won't. You will not stop. Our votes count in our country. We voted for this. We don't care. Don't try to use your kids as a weapon to make Americans, the kids. You did that, you illegal parents. You brought your kids here illegally. You put them in that position. It's your fault. Take responsibility. Illegal immigrant children, blame mommy and daddy from crossing the border illegally and destroying your future. Don't blame it on American laws and what we voted for. They broke the law. Your mom and dad are criminals. Okay? So I'm going to end it sweet with the LA raids. I'm glad they're happening, but you had zero stoppage, none. And you won't stop it. Our city will be cleaned up of all illegal immigrants. Keep trying to stand in front of cars. You think you're going to raid a federal building? Y'all going to jail, man. Hey, look, LAPD, they just watching. You think they don't know what's going on? They're just watching y'all act a fool. because they know they don't have to come out really too much and act sanctuary. Oh, LAPD ain't helping. We're not involved. They know what's going on, but they know you can't stop it. So don't let you act a fool and try to assault federal agents and just watch you all go to jail. Look, the LA raids today was victorious. It showed you the power of ICE, and it shows you the weakness of illegal immigrant protesters. Megaphone, don't sign this, that. And in the meantime, people are being detained, arrested, and deported, and you're not going to stop it. And I'm so grateful. This is our country. You ain't got no rights here, punk. Get the fuck out of my country. Call ICE on that fool. Raid the Home Depot. Home Depot. All y'all motherfuckers standing out think somebody gonna pick y'all up to work for some tax-free dollars. Them days is over, punk. Get the fuck out of my country. Fuck y'all. LA raid. Good job, ICE. Tom Homan. Bring more. Get them more. Get more. Get the fuck out of my country, LA. Get the fuck out of my country, you illegal immigrants. Bye.
So I was watching the ICE raids in downtown LA right now, and I'm gonna tell you something that pisses me off. I don't care if you don't agree with me in the comments. If you attack a federal officer, if you put a federal officer's life in danger, if you throw objects at them that could possibly cause extreme or serious bodily harm to them, they should have every right to pull out their rifle and light you up and light up anybody besides you that's engaging in that behavior. I don't care, okay? This is absurd. They wouldn't be there if people weren't breaking the law. Follow the law. It's very simple. When agents go somewhere, they go there because laws are being broken. So if there's people who want to attack these agents for doing their job and for making sure that the laws that are passed are followed, and their lives are being put in danger, there should be no reason why they should have to take that shit. America is too lenient, okay? If this was fucking China or Russia, shot on the spot. You would get shot on the spot. You know, I guess be happy that you're American and you could do this bullshit.
If you're a Donald Trump supporter, don't watch my content. If you're a Maga supporter, you don't have to watch my content. Any person on TikTok that I'm mutuals with who don't speak out about this humanitarian crisis that they're calling immigration raids in America, go ahead and unfollow me because I'm going to block all of you. You make content every day. A lot of you are immigrants. You don't speak about what you see happening in society. I don't care if you have a brand to protect or a brand deal or whatever. Human being lives are more important than brand deals and your little shit TikTok account that you're trying so hard to protect. I'll be unfollowing you guys and blocking you. You don't have to watch my content. We don't have to be mutuals. I'm telling you now. I like to warn people. I'm telling you now. If you're not speaking out about this bullshit that MAGA is doing, I'm telling you, I want nothing to do with you. You understand? A lot of you seem to play a blind eye to what's going on. You watch these shit on TikTok every day. You skip past it and go ahead and make content about what you're promoting, your brand deals and your little bullshit and funny videos and this. Specifically, those who live in America. I'm going to unfollow you and I'll be blocking you. You don't have to watch my content. I'm a human being first. Okay? Look what's happening in California, Los Angeles. See, what happened is they thought it would be a Florida spin. They should know better than that. Los Angeles and Florida is two different places. They're chasing down people like wild animals. If these guys were chasing after the dangerous criminals as they said they would, no one would give a shit about what they're doing. They're chasing down everyday working people, going to work, ripping families apart, people who are actually being processed by immigration. My heart goes out to these people. I don't care what their vote was. They were deceived. That's the bottom line. Okay, they were deceived by a government. That's terrible. Right? And now they're being hunted like animals. I don't care if they're black, Latino, because that seems to be the only group of people that's being chased around. And there's a lot of other people who are illegal in America other than people of color. I don't see them being chased around in America. What pisses me off mostly are the people who create content. I don't care if you have 10 followers. You have a voice. A lot of you are immigrants or the descendants of immigrants in this country, second, third generation, and you sit quiet about this bullshit that you see happening in the United States. I want nothing to do with you because it shows me exactly where you are. You understand? A lot of you were in that situation. If not you, your parents or your grandparents came to the United States as immigrants, didn't have a green card, wasn't a U.S. citizen, and they had to fight their way to get through it. So you now could be comfortably and be born here as a citizen. So it doesn't affect your life. It doesn't bother you. So you don't have a problem with it. You keep your mouth shut and sit back and lean back. You understand? I'm telling you, MAGA supporters, I have more respect for the toilet tissue that I used to wipe my ass and flush than I do you. That's what the regards I hold you in. You're not worth the spit that I put on the ground. You're lower than the dirt on the bottom of my shoes. That's how I look at MAGA supporters. You're trash people. Big trash people. Especially your MAGA supporters who are people of color. And come talk about, oh, I don't want to support MAGA no more. I don't want to support MAGA no more because the big beautiful bill, but what they're doing to human beings, people. We're the criminals that they promised that they were going to get. Where are they? They're not doing that. They're chasing down every day working Americans who are in the pipeline to get their permits, their green cards. A lot of you were in that situation once upon a time. If not you, your grandparents were. And you're on this app trying to make money, trying to protect you and yours, and keep your mouth shut. I'm going to look for each one of you that I'm mutuals with, and I'm going to unfollow you today. I haven't seen you posted one video in regards to what the Trump administration is doing in this country, which is blatantly wrong. It's not funny. It is not funny. You understand? And they said, oh, we're going to call out the National Guards. The National Guards are loyal to the United States, not to MAGA. Okay? So get that here. Peace.
Well. As you can all see, LA right now is on fire. President Donald Trump has started what he promised he was going to do. A lot of people have their own opinions about this. The eyes have been deployed right now to tackle those with immigration issues. I mean, people who came into the country illegally. One thing I know is Trump was saying this, that if he is elected, that he is going to clamp down on people who came into America illegally. And now, a lot of these people who came into America illegally are the ones who voted him into power. Now I ask a question. Since you know that this person is going to clamp down on you guys, why vote him in the first place? Because right now they're clamping on people, they're separating people with their children. Some children will go to school, they'll come back, and they will not see their parents anymore. It's so crazy right now in LA. Protests going on here and there. Right now, it's really, really crazy. What do you think will happen to America? What do you think will happen to LA after this? And going by my own investigation, over 40% of people who reside in LA are people who came into the country illegally. I bet this is going to affect the country greatly, but I also feel and I also think that this is for the betterment of Americans. But in other ways, this is also very painful. You guys, I don't know how you guys are seeing this, but my heart goes out to everybody that is going to be affected by this. Shout out to the creators, and let's see more of these videos. Do not forget to subscribe for more of this contents coming your way. Do not forget to like, share, and turn on your notification bells, and make sure to always come back and watch more of these videos. Thank you.
All eyes on what happens next in Los Angeles. The National Guard has been deployed. Active troops have been put on high alert by the government to deal with these protests that flared up around the city. They started in downtown LA after a series of immigration raids across the city. 2,000 guardsmen have been deployed. Marines have been put on high alert. That's according to the Defense Department. Donald Trump basically saying that local officials can't deal with these demonstrations. The Trump administration says something has to be done to restore peace and order. The governor of California, he's from a different party, Gavin Newsom, says bringing in these extra forces, though, will only escalate tensions, and bringing in active duty Marines is deranged, in Newsom's words. A local law enforcement source telling CNN that the deployment is an overreaction and that it could backfire. Protesters are continuing to gather despite these warnings they're getting from the police on the ground.
The Los Angeles riots have quickly escalated to Apache attack choppers. That's because over 2,000 National Guard were sent in yesterday and it wasn't enough. I'm telling you guys, this looks like something from the lobby of Grand Theft Auto 5 online. So bad that the government is actually bringing tanks in as well, more specifically APCs. This is because the ICE detention facility was literally under siege with graffiti all around it until they made a push out the door. You can see that in the video I uploaded earlier today. You know, you think if you were pro-America, you'd be flying an American flag, not a foreign flag like an act of war. When our government, our state, is run by Gavin Newsom, when he's more worried about running for president next election. People are criticizing Donald Trump for bringing in the National Guard, but when January 6th happened, everyone was calling for him to bring in the National Guard and go after them. What do you guys think about all this chaos and the protests going on? Which side are you on? Let me know down below. But my main point to make is, guys, stay safe, practice your rights, defend your family, and maybe just stay home if you live near it.
I can't believe I'm saying this. The left was right. We do have a constitutional emergency. Why are we allowing anti-Americans to violate the principle of our beautiful state of California? The people of California will not and cannot allow these anti-Americans to continue to destroy California. Let me be clear. The deployment of military personnel into our cities are not only justified, they are completely lawful to keep legal American citizens safe. Let me remind you the failure of many of these Democratic leaderships, especially the one right on top, Mr. Gavin Newsom himself. Under the leadership of Gavin Newsom, California is already $1.6 trillion in debt when you look at unrealized liability. $250 billion wildfire damage, the single most expensive natural disaster in the United States of America. $128 billion to a train that goes absolutely nowhere. $3.4 billion Medi-Cal because Newsom gave illegal immigrants free health care at the expense of California citizens. California has the lowest literacy rate among U.S. states, okay? Now, that's not all. Let's continue. California has the highest gas tax. Let's not forget the 75 or the 65 cents that's going to kick in July 1st. California has the highest rate of cost living in the continental U.S., the highest rate of cost adjustment poverty in the U.S., 1/3 of all U.S. welfare recipients. Since 2019, California has spent about $24 billion on homelessness, but in the 5-year period, homelessness increased about 30,000 to more than 181,000. But let's not forget the nearly $20 billion in unemployment fraud payment, outstanding liabilities owed to the federal taxpayers from all the COVID UI fraud in the state of California. But yet, this man is busy pounding his chest. I'm going to stand up against President Trump because I am the man. I can run the United States of America. No, the fuck you can't. You are a failed person all around.
Don't come on my page and say that people should be in this country legally. Don't fucking do it. This is ridiculous. It's inhumane. You are a human being, and don't you dare use Jesus' name or God's name in this and say that this is what he would want and pretend to be a Christian, because you're not. This is pure evil. You are scum of the earth. These are people. These are mothers. These are fathers. These are human beings, and all you care about is where they are geographically. Shame on you. Do better. Be better.
As I'm sitting here watching every single video of the LA raid with the ICE agents and these protesters, it pisses me off to high heavens. All you protesters out there, every single one of you are a domestic terrorist. Let me remind you what it means to be a domestic terrorist in the FBI definition. And I hope every single one of you are held accountable. The FBI defines domestic terrorism as violent criminal acts committed to further ideology, goals stemming from domestic influence, such as political, social, or environmental motivation. Title 18 U.S. Code 2331, which defines terrorism, includes act dangerous to human life intended to intimidate or coerce a population or influence government policy. Attacks on federal agents like those working for ICE or ICE can be seen as an attempt to intimidate or affect government conduct. Your intent to help these illegals is the key factor in the intent behind the attack. If the attacker's actions are driven by desire to influence government policies or intimidate the population, they could be charged with domestic terrorism. And this is every single one of you protesters out there throwing rocks, throwing chairs, throwing everything you can at these ICE agents doing their job. And when you are caught, I hope the DOJ throws the books at you. If you are a green card holder, I hope that your green card is revoked and you get shipped the hell out. If you are a naturalized citizen, I hope they denaturalize you and send your ass packing. And if you are a citizen of the United States, I hope you see those iron bars for a hot minute. I'm talking about 10 plus years.
Donald Trump said, hey, Governor Newsom, since you can't keep your citizens safe during these damn ICE riots, I'm gonna send 2,000 National Guard members to come get on that ass. Hopefully you'll be old scum afterwards. Why are y'all acting like ICE just up and decided to deport people? Donald Trump won the presidency, and not only that, he told y'all what he was gonna do. He even gave illegals the option to self-deport and get a check if you didn't do that shit. Shame on you. I'm genuinely trying to think of the thought process here. Do you think causing chaos, committing more crimes is gonna keep you in the country? Did y'all see that one dude circling around that burning car on the motorcycle waving the Mexican flag? Nigga, what does that do for your case? Send him right now. Like, how does that fucking help you? You're a fucking arsonist. Also, ICE isn't deporting U.S. citizens. ICE is deporting illegals. Why are we acting like ICE is the problem here and not the people who, I don't know, didn't get their citizenship? Didn't get a visa to pull up? They just crawled through the desert or snuck through like a goddamn criminal. ICE is simply a form of accountability for every illegal that decided to come into America illegally. Keep it up, Donald Trump! Oh, that was a good one.
Give me something! Give me something! Watch out, you guys right here. Watch out, watch out.